we go again. J.K. Rowling, famous author of the Harry Potter books and other books. I've never read any of her books. I'm sure they're wonderful. They're certainly successful. But here she is on Twitter again. When I say again, I'll get back to what I mean by that later in the video, probably just a few minutes away. I saw a tweet today from J.K. Rowling, and she says, unless you want to hear from lawyers, you might want to rethink that tweet. I'm not wasting time arguing with willful misrepresentations of my views on transgenderism. Your timeline shows you're not big on truth, but making serious insinuations like this comes with consequences. Now, what is J.K. Rowling talking about? Well, she's responding to this tweet from Nicole Sperling. Definitely something to keep a close eye on in recent years. Rowling has made it clear that she can no longer be trusted around children. And she's linked this article, which is J.K. Rowling announces new children's book, The Ichabod, to be published free online. She's giving it away to kids, all the kids that are stuck at home. This is amazing. It's not the first case of J.K. Rowling being kind and charitable, because here's a website that lists her charity work, events and causes, and just a brief glimpse at it. You can see the charities and foundations supported: Books AIDS International, Katie Hodge Foundation, Children with AIDS, Dyslexia Action, Gingerbread. I mean, there's a whole bunch of, look at this, all this stuff. Now, I really haven't been familiar with the charitable or the humanitarian work that J.K. Rowling has done, but I know she has been, and she's known for that. But getting back to this tweet, the person that J.K. Rowling is responding to, Nicole Sperling, says, if you feel that the transphobia you've put into the world is not dangerous to children, you are more than welcome to have your lawyer send me a cease and desist letter. I'm sure the media would love to write articles about how you attack trans folks and then try to silence them. J.K. Rowling replies, truth has always been far more important to me than clickbait, Nicola. Please provide your evidence that A, I can't be trusted around children, and B, that I attack trans folks. And she can't. This woman cannot give any supporting evidence for that. So there's a lot of responses on here. It seems most of them are in favor or favoring J.K. Rowling's. And people asking, can you explain exactly what is wrong with the views she expressed? Solidarity and support for J.K. Rowling. And here's somebody that says, I'm a detransitioner. I thank you for not bending knees or towing lines. Transition ruined my body and life, and it's still happening to ever younger nonconformists. Sorry. Okay, so this guy says, Nicola thinks that all women who reject gender theology are hateful and beneath contempt, but this ideological blind spot prevents Nicola from seeing that one of these women is universally beloved, unbelievably successful, and can bring overwhelming resources to this idiotic dispute, which I happen to agree with, Finkel. Miss Honey Badger says, pretty sure the P is what keeps Nicola from understanding. Well, you'll see what we're referring to there, because the person that we're talking about says she's a representative with the British Columbia Greens, I guess British Columbia, BC Greens in Canada. And I was looking at some of her tweets, and I wasn't surprised to find this. I think this is the time to put out that good old put out that good old tweet that the Meghan Murphy stands tried and failed to ratio. I don't know what a stands is. And then some women have D. So there you go. So this was over. She's giving away a free children's book. But then this person has to say that she shouldn't be trusted around children. Well, that's libelous. That's slander. I don't know what. I'm not a lawyer. It's one of those things. It's certainly it's a harsh accusation, and she's giving away a children's book. She's not suggesting that she raise children. Okay, J.K. Rowling is not a stranger to controversy on this very subject. Very recently, May 18th, on LGBTQ Nation, Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling continues support for extreme anti-transgender rhetoric. Rowling approved of a tweet that called a trans woman a guy who is an adult human male who claims to be a lesbian. They're chomping at the bit here, but here is somebody that who's claiming this is the one that she approved of. This one got a like from J.K. Rowling today, so the Twitter outrage army is out in full force against J.K. Rowling again. After my 1,000 or so relikes or her tweets seems fair. So, here is the tweet. This is Alex Drummond, an adult. Oh, okay. This is Fred Sargent. This one. Okay. So, Fred Sargent is the one who tweeted this. Okay. This is Alex Drummond, an adult human male who claims to be a lesbian. Yes, he's kept his dangling bits and has skipped the hormones and believes that real lesbians who aren't into P are phobic and should be excluded from the L community. Yeah, this guy. Well, this is the guy they're talking about on the Queer Voices website. This incredible trans woman is challenging the way we think about gender. She says, this person says, I present as female, but people don't have to work too hard to see the male history. Well, I'm not working too hard. I can see the bushy beard. But you know what? I don't care what you identify as or what you say you are. That's, you hear this over and over again. It sounds pat, but as long as you're not harming anyone or doing no wrong, then call yourself whatever you like. But it's humorous to see the Twitter outrage mob go after J.K. Rowling every time they suspect that she's phobic, that she's an istinophobe. So I really do hope she gets her lawyers on this case, because this is not something you write lightly about. Can no longer be trusted with children is quite. If you've ever been privy to people having their lives ruined because of false accusations like that, you'll understand why that hits me. But you don't have to have experienced that horrible from some nut job somewhere to understand that people trying to ruin your life because they disagree with you is terrible. Well, that's all I got to say. Do me a favor and click the like button and subscribe. This is a fairly new channel, and most of the videos are going to be short and to the point. I don't know how long this one's going to be, but for now, we're going to keep it short for most of them, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye.